Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Karthikeya Singh and you're watching Bharani Astrology, and today I'm going to talk about the most frequently asked question to the astrologers, that is when I'm going to get married or what sort of marriage I'm going to have. Am I going to have an arranged marriage or I'm going to have a love marriage? So what nature of the marriage you're going to have? In this video, I'll try to simplify the things for you that you can judge from your own chart whether you're going to have an arranged marriage or you're going to have a love marriage. And what time period you're going to get married, or in which darsha you're going to get married, or in which transit you're going to get married. So stay tuned with me. I'll see you after a short intro. So let's start with the nature of the marriage, whether you're going to have a love marriage or an arranged marriage. So first let's talk about the indicators of the love marriage. So the biggest indicator for native to have a love marriage is the moon in the 7th house, because moon is your mind and now it's in the house of relationship, partnership, romance to some extent, and moon is your emotions. So for such natives, marriage is attached to their emotions. They want to build a relationship based upon love. That is why it is the biggest indicator I've seen in the charts for the love marriage. Okay. The second indicator I found for love marriages is Rahu's connection with the 7th lord, 5th lord, or the 9th lord or 1st lord. And if Rahu is somehow connected with the 3rd house, 7th house, 9th house or 11th house, I tell you why. For example, this is an Aries ascendant. The Rahu is in the 3rd house along with Mars. 3rd house is what? Courage, action. So to get married to someone whom you love, you require courage, because in India, it is still not a very common thing. Okay? It is still like going against your family tradition. And Rahu is what? Rahu is the synonym of everything that is against your traditions or values you were born with. Now, it always affects the 5th house and the 9th house from itself. I do not say it aspects, but it does affect the houses from 5th and the 9th from itself. Here in this chart, it did the same thing. The guy married to the girl who was not from his background, and Rahu and Mars conjunction gave the native an immense courage to get married to whom he loved. So always look for this indicator. If you have this, there are high chances that you're going to go against your family's tradition. You're going to marry whom you want in your life or whom you desire, because see, Rahu from the 3rd house is going to affect your 7th house. Rahu from the 11th house is going to affect your 7th house, and Rahu from the 5th is going to affect your Lagna. Lagna is what? You. So if you cannot take any decision how you're going to get married to someone, okay, that is another thing. And the other is, it's not the biggest indicator, but it is still an indicator I have seen. That is, if your 12th lord is connected with the 7th lord by having conjunction with it, or mutual aspect, or having an aspect over the 7th house, or lord of the 7th in the 12th, something like that. Okay. Though it is not the biggest one, but still it is saying that 12th lord is the foreign lands, foreign people who are not from your land. Okay, so it can give you the spouse who's not from your background or culture, or you might meet your spouse through traveling or while traveling. But a lot of things can be said about this position, and I will make a brief video about the houses, the house lord in the different houses. Okay, so then we will discuss about the 12th lord in the 7th house or the 7th lord in the 12th house briefly. Another indicator is Mars Venus mutual aspect, especially if they are in the 1st and 7th axis, because Mars is passion and Venus is love. When passion meets love, you know what happens, and especially if it's in the 1st and 7th axis, that is Mars in your 1st house, Venus in the 7th house, that is the most fierce conjunction I have seen for the love marriage again, because Mars creates that passion, that energy to drive for the love. Okay, because he's aspecting the Venus and Venus aspecting the Mars, and both are pretty much related to each other in terms of relationships and marriage. Now it's in this 1st and 7th axis. 7th is the house of the marriage, so it is one of the biggest indicators I have seen. Now let's go to arranged marriage, but let me define what is love marriage and arranged marriage in Vedic astrology. Knowing or loving your spouse before marriage. Okay. Now for an example, suppose your family made you met someone, but after meeting your future spouse, you felt for him or her. For you, this also can be an arranged marriage. This still be an arranged marriage, but you fall for the boy or girl. So that is the love marriage as well. Okay. So it is very tricky to judge the love and arrange. Whether you're going to like the person or your parents going to make you like the person, like somehow your parents arranged a meeting and you suddenly started feeling for that guy or girl. Okay. So that can consider as love marriage as well. But moving forward with the arranged marriage strictly, that is if your 7th lord is connected with the 2nd house lord, 9th house lord or 8th house lord, that is an indicator whether your family is going to arrange the meeting with your future spouse. If 8th lord is conjunct or 8th lord is pretty much with the 7th lord, it is said that you're going to have your in-laws will arrange a meeting for you, or your in-laws will introduce you to your spouse. Okay. I want to add a thing for the people if from foreign, if they are watching, if from the West, I say, if they are watching this video, you might find it awkward, but do this. Look into your chart if you have any of these conditions in your chart. Okay. For the arranged marriage scenario, and recall the moment when you met your spouse, whether your father introduced you to your spouse, your in-laws introduced you to your spouse. So that can be a thing. That is also an arranged marriage. You felt for the guy, that is another thing. But your meeting, your marriage was arranged by the family. So always keep this in mind, because arranged marriages are like, oh, in India this is a common norm that, oh, father, the girl's family met and the boy's family met. The boy and girl didn't even see that. Didn't even see each other. Okay. But that is not the case in the West. So the conditions of the country is always a big indicator, a big significator, and a big factor among the Vedic astrology. Okay. So now let's talk about the timing of the marriage. Always look for the 7th lord dasha, or planet sitting in the 7th house, or the dasha of your decay. For example, this is a chart of my client. He got married in Moon Mahadasha and Venus Antardasha. So what happened here, Moon is the Lagna lord and sitting in the nakshatra of Venus, which is sitting in the 7th house. So this is how you see the minor details. Okay. You see the minute, very fine details. If they are making connection, any connection with the 7th house Lagna and the 2nd house, 5th house, it's going to bring the marriage. Or if DK dasha you're going through, your Darakarka dasha you're going through, you're going to get married in that as well. Or if Jupiter or Saturn transits your 7th house. For Cancer ascendant people especially, I told in my last video that there are chances, if your dasha support you, you can get married in this year. Okay, so the transit also plays an important role, because Jupiter and Saturn, whenever they transit into a house, they actually promises the result of that house. It doesn't matter if it's debilitated or anything. Do not care about that, because it's still a niche bhang in the Capricorn. Now, however, there can be a lot to be said for this video. I can add endless details about this video, but I don't want to make the video unnecessarily long. So if you're new to the channel, if you like the video, you can subscribe to my channel and you can put a like on the video. And if you're new to astrology and you don't know ABC of the astrology, you can take the personalized consultation from me by DM me on my Instagram account, or you can email me on my email ID. The links are given below. Till then, I'll see you in the next video. Karthikeya Singh,